Hello Commanders, welcome to the command table. I am Mathramar, and we're going to be taking on SR15, 13, and 2 Leshir. So we've got a couple different builds that we've tried out, and we're going to be messing around with the Empowered Plague Powerstone. So before we get into that, if you'd please be so kind as to like, subscribe, and if you want notifications when I drop new videos, be sure to hit that notification bell. And if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those below. All right, so we'll start with the SR13. I'll just knock that out real fast. It's pretty comparable to the SR15. I've got block and damage 2 on pretty much everything, I think, except for the Risen Warriors. We're using the immunity elixir because it just helps to get all the way through, and you knock his health out right as you run out of time. There are no modifiers presently. They've disabled those for the time being. I'm using Primal, Warhorn, Ring of Unity, and Spear of Cataclysm. So, as you can see, just knocks him right out. And then you can rinse, lather, repeat on that one. Now, I did do the exact same thing for the first round of SR15, and it works just as well. So there's not a whole heck of a lot to explain for this one, other than I put my strongest units on the very top and the very bottom. I try to spread them out evenly between those two, and that way they can push all the way through to the back and get everything in the back. And then whatever is lower, like my level 10s and 11s, I put those in the middle just because they'll clear, but it's not as important in the middle as it is on the top and the bottom to get to those rear life stones. You may steer clear of crows. I put some crows in there just because I thought, oh, you know, if there's ever a mistake with a life stone or something not getting taken out, then a crow might just knock it out. But it just takes forever, so let's just go ahead and fast forward through that. All right, so then we switched it up. We went to the Untamed Beast. So just for testing purposes, I put 3 elixirs up there just to stabilize everything and see how it goes. I am using the Troll Giant's Toe, the Ring of Unity, and the Spear of Cataclysm. And I've got 2 level 10 Untamed Beasts. Now, just to give you a closer look, oops, we are not wanting to be there. Let's go. There we go. Okay, so the Untamed Beasts, they have Empowered Plague, which Plague Condition increases attack speed and movement speed instead of degrading them. Consistent damage taken from Plague. So you're still going to get the damage from Plague, but the Untamed Beast will heal itself whenever it kills something anyway. So you're going to get a massive attack speed and movement speed boost. So what I've done is I've thrown these Plaguebearers right up front. If you're doing this, I would probably drop the slow and put on some speed or another attack rune or something like that, or damage rune, Powerstone. So that's one change I probably would make. The Assassins, they've just got damage 1 on them, but probably be better with damage 2. I've placed the Assassins vertically so that they can take out both the Lifestone and the Stormcaller. Those are kind of the priorities there. Then they move forward and take care of the Soul Pylon anyway. So let's go ahead and run that one so you can see how it goes. UB Toe. Okay, so again, I'm using the 3 elixirs just to kind of stabilize the experiment because I'm about to try something different in the next round. So the Untamed Beasts, they're attacking the Plaguebearers, which also heals them whenever they kill one of their own units. And now they've both got Plague on them, and they're attacking a lot faster. So that Empowered Plague does make a huge difference. Now, neither of them really get below 50% health, so the Berserk rune with this circumstance is probably not ideal. So there are ways that we could maximize that, and that's what we're going to show you here in a minute. But look how fast his health goes down. Zoom. Okay, obviously that's not as fast as the Swarm, and you have to go for the full minute 10, depending on if you're using the time elixir. But it gets the job done. So we're just going to go ahead and skim through this last bit because we already got them down. Let's move on to Cauldron. So I thought, well, okay, Empowered Plagued, let's throw the Cauldron on there and see if they get that boost. So we're dropping some pretty serious buffs from the Troll Giant's Toe, and we're going to be seeing if the Cauldron amps them up. Now, you'll notice I'm not having any difficulty. Obviously, I'm jazzed up on 3 elixirs, so I don't have too much to worry about. But it's clearing much more slowly, and it's taking a lot longer to get anywhere. So yeah, they're still attacking like crazy, but it just takes forever to get through anything, and you'll notice, let's just skip ahead because it's taking too long. I only get them down to just below 50%, or around 50%. Yeah, there we go, 55. So that wasn't as optimal. And just to kind of demonstrate why, the Troll Giant's Toe, when you have less than 13 units, so 12 or less, their attack potency and max health is increased by 85%. So that's almost doubling the effectiveness of your units. And once all these Plaguebearers are gone, that's like having 4 Untamed Beasts instead of just 2. So almost, I mean, 85. That's pretty close. So then you also look at the other benefits from this, the max health and the chance to stun opponents. So all those things are nice, but then you look at the Cauldron, and effectiveness of Plague is increased by 85%, and it spreads and deals damage more often. It's just not got the same amount of kick that having doubling your Untamed Beast almost is going to do. Okay, so let's go back. We did it with Cauldron, took forever, only got it down halfway, and then we did it with no elixirs, just to see how it would go, and we switched back to the Troll Giant's Toe. Now, realize we're starting at 55% health, but it should be ample damage to have done a one-shot in that scenario. Okay, so if my best was... Oh, well, let's see. We started at 55% health. And we're about to zero it out. Okay, so we got to about 68,000, and that was 55%, so we're looking at 120,000 health overall. So we would have had the one shot right now. So we would have had 19 seconds left to spare. So that's a very viable option. That's probably the one I'm going to be running with, just so I don't have to spend any elixirs. Seems very dependable, takes out all the life stones, and certainly gets the job done. So thank you for watching. Those who are wanting to stick around for SR2, we'll show you that. Everyone else, feel free to move on and do other things. So this is my SR2 build, for those of you who are interested. I've got Risen Warriors to take care of the Hammer Throwers, Risen Warriors to take care of this Lifestone. These 3 crows I threw in there. Honestly, I would drop those crows, and I'll show you why in a minute. And then we've got my mini swarm down here with a paladin and a drummer to get the job done. So we take out the bottom Lifestone with the main group. Then we've got crows and Risen Warriors taking out the other one, and he's down. Okay, so that's the first attempt that I did for SR2. Then the second attempt, this might have actually been the third attempt. I switched out the paladin and the drummer just for a bunch of melee units, and my thought process for that was that I'm getting the heart. I don't need to sit around for the whole minute. But then what I didn't factor in was that the crows don't always get hit. So you've got these crows bouncing up and down for basically the entire time. So I would totally drop all the crows, add more melee swarm units, and it'll just be real easy to blitz through, get the heart, and then he'll just pummel everything to death quickly and you don't have to sit there for an extra 50 seconds waiting. Okay, so that's it. Thank you for watching, everybody. Appreciate you supporting the channel. Again, please do like and subscribe, and check out the commandtable.com where we have tutorials, raid strats, and sometime in the not too distant future we'll have some merch and a comic strip for you. Thanks for watching. We'll have more for you soon.